Ready for anime.
We're always ready for anime because we're live.
Number 4 anime.
Online.
Hello. Wow. Hi.
Welcome to
Hello,
online.
folks. Wow, it's so soft and round.
Yeah,
just
you would
like
have
they
never
told me it would
expected
be.
And hopefully the
Look at
audio
this
should be
soft
better
friend.
balanced this time.
Woo!
I did some
Audio
testing,
balance.
and hopefully you guys can hear the music and the voice acting, and I won't have to do anything in post. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So last time we
Yep.
met Abraham Van Helsing.
Oh my god, that's right. So last time we learned that Van Helsing is like this unhinged war hero who has 2 shotguns and is now a cop, or not even a cop. He's like a
a private eye, sort of. Yeah.
Vigilante hero of the Vampire War.
Right.
And
he loves his guns.
But
and shooting people.
His guns have non-lethal rounds in them?
He has non-lethal rounds. He basically has saltpeter bullets.
Well, and it's unclear if it's because he secretly is a soft boy, or because he wasn't allowed to have real bullets by the actual police.
Well, no, because then he pulls out a real bullet or an explosive round, and that's just like, oh yeah, he's the human weapon. Someone points that out. He is known as the human weapon.
Here. The Yoko boys are here.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's what we need in this stream. We need some cookies.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're about to share a meal with the League of Extraordinarily Handsome Anime Men. Saint Germain is saying this beautiful prayer for us.
I still can't fucking believe that Jesus Christ is canonically in this game.
And anyone let me know if there's an issue with the balancing.
Oh my god. I really want to memorize this line and use it, but I don't know when. Maybe if I go to MagFest.
In your great cosplay of Count Saint Germain.
And I'll stop everyone but right before we chow down on a bloomin' onion at Outback Steakhouse and be like, hold on, we need to say the Lord's Prayer first.
Right, you buy some, you buy some pre-made ramen at one of the stands. You're like, hey guys, just a minute. Here we learn that Van Helsing also is interested in sort of the finer arts of cooking.
He also looks like 19 now that I see him with this relaxed pose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he could be 22, but he's not. I don't know. I guess are they all 18 to 22 years old? Is that the secret thing? Well, except for the immortal guy, but cause our girl's 18 probably.
I bet we could look it up.
Yeah. Please, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna believe that she's 18.
No, she's definitely 18. All the pro tags are always 18. I don't know about the boys. The boys are always the one where I don't know how old they are, but they are also over 18.
Yeah, but I guess, I just forgot for a minute that our protagonist is almost definitely 18, which means that all the love interests have to be not that much older.
Right.
Which is why they all look like children.
Oh, thank God. Van Helsing's also getting in on the Impy is bad. Everyone make fun of him train.
Glasses boy is a terrible insult.
I'm just glad everyone in this team has already figured out to dunk Impy at all points. Just dunk on him.
Victor trying to keep the peace. What a good boy. Saint Germain still won't open his eyes because he's fucking blazed.
Well, he has to open his eyes. He has to actually address everyone here.
Yeah, he's always just talking to himself based on his dialogue.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I mean, sure, Cardia, sure, but the rest of them?
教えてもらっていいですか？
I do still love that reverse mullet, though. Such a good look. Like, I wish that worked in real life.
Right, there's no way this looks good in real life.
No, it just looks awkward.
Especially you'd have
I'm
to
sure.
gel the hell out of that back.
Yeah, and then like the front, it's always gonna be too thin.
Yeah, that would take a lot of time to cut, but I guess if you're immortal, it doesn't really matter.
Manybot in the chat says it definitely works in real life, but only if you're willing to throw your humanity away. Which, I mean, I guess that's what Count Saint Germain did. So.
Right. He might in fact be the devil.
Which of these characters is most likely to be actually the devil? I think it's our dad, actually.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Actually.
As someone who created like a synthetic human or whatever ended up happening. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Like, before I knew that this was more like alchemy-based story, I thought it was going to be more magical. I was like, oh, her dad's just the devil.
Right. Oops.
Oops. We just did a little opposite Princess Maker.
Also, if you hear that in the background, it's storming where I am, so, just letting you guys know, which is fucked up. I live in a desert.
It's really fucked up. I can't believe that it's raining where you are and not where I am.
Right?
It rained
I thought it
all
just rained
day
everywhere.
yesterday where I am. Yeah. If it's raining in one place in the United States, it's raining at all places at the same time. That's how it works. Genetic scientist says Mephistopheles.
That's good.
Which is, if I remember, what my Steam username is going to be when the stream is over. They're just still summarizing the plot so far, huh?
Well, Van Helsing's like, hey, just so you guys remember, what I'm doing here is I'm hunting down this young girl's dad.
It's like, so is everybody else, though.
In some way. Well, I mean, one guy just wants to go to the moon. If there's one good thing about Impy, it's that he's simple. He has one clear-cut, defined goal. You know, very easy to put a pin on when he succeeds and when he fails.
Wait, are they... He's talking about this guy he wants to find, but isn't... I thought he already said that he was looking for...
I think he's just always
Isaac
referred to
Beckford?
him as, like, a man I'm looking for.
Oh. Well, it's gotta be Isaac Beckford, because there's no other characters in this thing so far.
Right. Unless it's someone we haven't met, and that's why they can't say his name. Oh, an immortal man. I don't know if our dad's immortal.
Oh, is he looking? He's looking for the vampire character?
Oh man, he might be looking for the last vampire.
The last vampire? Of course, Dracula. My bad.
Much like Herlock Sholmes, he hides himself by naming himself just a vaguely different version of his name, like Darkula. Wait a minute.
Like, oh, can I... It's interesting, but not enough for me to open my eyes.
Wait, oh my god. Okay, now it could be anyone. I can't believe Van Helsing's job is to actually assassinate a ghost.
Yeah, Lupin faked his own death just earlier this game, so you know.
じゃあお前の言う探してるやつってのは一度死んで蘇ったって言いたいわけ？
そうだ。他にどう考えられる？
ちょっと待て。お前が探してるのが
He got his head chopped off and then came back to life, or he got his head exploded and then came back?
His head got blasted clean off is, I think, the direct quote.
Wow.
So
I don't
whoever
know,
it is,
dude. If he is still alive, I bet he's not having a great time.
so whoever it is, it's a badass. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Some real cool dude.
Yeah, I bet. Just like all the other cool dudes we've met in this game so far.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
Look at all these cool dudes and their large lapel pins.
They're cool kid club. They're gonna build a treehouse out back.
今まではおとなしかったけど、今後、黄昏からの追跡も厳しくなるかもしれない。
Oh right, we're still running from the cops. Like both cops.
アイザックの謎を探るにしても、
All the cops in the world are after us.
逆に彼女を奪われかねない。
We got the real cops, we got the secret cops that wear like plague doctor masks.
カルディア、お前はどうしたい？
So something interesting that I found out while I was reading up about this game is that by naming the character Cardia by default, people in the game will actually say Cardia's name in dialogue.
Oh.
But if you change it to anything else, it's just, you know, one of those things where they leave it blank or they refer to you by a nondescript pronoun.
Mm.
Which is a cool little thing. That's a nice little,
Yeah.
like, addition.
窮屈でも身を潜めるのが正しい選択かと。
I know in other, like, dating sims of certain types, like Tokimeki Memorial will have you, like, or no, it was Love Plus has you actually, like, give a pronunciation guide for your name in Japanese characters.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting sort of thing to sort of increase immersion in one way or another. Because you can spell your name differently than you pronounce it and kind of, you know, play along with whatever you want to do.
Ben Helsing doesn't know our name still? Sorry.
Oh, what a terrible boyfriend. No wonder we shouldn't
What a
date him.
terrible boyfriend.
This is why we can't date him. He won't even remember our name. Hey, girl. Great steak we're having, huh?
I also like about Van Helsing's outfit, now that I look at it, it looks like he first dressed as a detective and then dressed as a cop on top of it.
昨日、採取した君の血液を調べてみた。君の血液には確かに毒素があったんだけど、その性質が変わっていて
Frankenstein
ね。
knows what's up.
Yeah.
その毒素は
Hey, remember when I stole your blood?
微細な粒子となって空気中に放散されるんだ。
Oh, weird.
本当にごくわずかな量だから周囲の人体などには害はないんだけれど、問題はこの毒素の特異性にあるんだ。
In case you guys were excited about alchemy poison.
この毒素非常に安定しやすい性質でね、放散された毒素はそのまま空気中に
So they're all being poisoned just by being around her?
Just a little bit.
毒の特異性からかとても特定しやすくてね、空気中のそれを検知する装置を作ることもたやすい。しかも一定濃度の毒素ならかなり遠くからでもその位置を特定できてしまうんだ。
So we are a walking chemical weapon.
Wow, cool, great. And everyone in the party is already poisoned.
Well, we don't know if it's something that, like, you know, if you ingest it, it's worse.
ああ、
You're just breathing it in. Most of the bad things in the air get stuck in your nasal cavities anyways or whatever.
おそらく
Wow.
それが検知器だね。当然といえば当然だけど、やっぱり持ってたか。
Oh, they do have a poison detector.
Yeah. I hope we steal one.
じゃあここも全然安全じゃない
Basically, I hope we do a lot of crimes.
Hell yeah.
いや、
Time to do some
それが
crimes.
そうでもないん
Look,
だ。
think about all the people we have together. We could do amazing
遠
crimes.
方からの毒素検知はできないからね。
Yeah, you've got the ultimate crime team right here.
Yeah.
つまり
We got
The
someone
best
to...
crime team also includes a cop.
Right.
屋敷
Well,
は
he works on his own.
ここに毒素
You know, he doesn't work for the law.
毒素の検知はできないというこ
Or I
と。
guess the man. Plus, we have someone to fund it. I mean, Count Saint Germain seems like he's doing well with his money.
嫌でも閉じこもることはできないという。
So this also just is a requirement for us to go outside during this journey and, you know, join these people on their adventures.
Oh, yeah, because we can't just do that because we want to. There has to be like a material necessity.
Well, just in case. Look, we can't treat Cardia like a porcelain doll. We can't just leave her in her room to rot away. Because she'll make the entire world rot away in that case.
目立たずに済む。
She'll kill people if you just leave all this poison air.
それに何よりアイザック探しはお前の問題でもある。当然手伝ってもらうぜ。
I'm back to getting hung up on how the gears on her headband curve with her head.
Well, like, if she's unaging, then it's not an issue, right? Like, you know, it's gonna perfectly fit her head each time. That could have just been built in.
They're curved gears.
Right.
まず
I mean, they were made for the headband purpose, is what
They
I'm getting at.
can't-
Like,
外出
They can't spin.
同行してもらえ。
Because they're curved.
right. I mean, again, they're decorative. Not everything has to curve.
Is
Jeez.
there a real non-decorative gear in this game somewhere?
お前には
Keep an eye out, folks at home, and see if you can help me find a non-decorative gear in this steampunk game.
I think there was one in the town.
Yeah, name it. name 3 of their albums.
Well, look, once we go outside, I'm sure it'll be fine.
おいおいここにいる連中
I'll be able to point and say, that's a gear, and I won't be able to explain what it does.
高名な錬金術師。そして泥棒紳士である
Well, I mean that's a whole other level of like whether it's like
優秀な専門家が揃ってるんだぜ。
doing something.
この教育環境じゃねえか。
Oh, and everyone's gonna teach us how to do the things that they do. We'll learn how to thieve a little. We'll learn how to shoot a gun.
Hell yeah.
We'll learn how to make new, different poisons.
じゃあ、僕は応急処置
Oh, first aid skills. That's what we're gonna learn from Victor. That makes
薬
sense.
品の扱いを教えようかな。
及ばずながら私も助けになりましょう。ロンドンの
Manibut asks, if the gear is overtly decorative, is that more okay than a gear that appears to be functional but could not possibly function? Oh, and I think, yeah, definitely.
よし。じゃあ俺は防犯用装置
You think the illusion of functionality is better than...
No, like, I like the more, like, transparently decorative.
Oh, I
gears.
see. Okay.
Yeah. Then it's like, this is just a motif.
Hmm.
Versus something that's like 3 gears put together for a logo.
Right.
素で忘れてるよこの人。
Oh, thank God. No scene can go by without MP dying. I hope no one's gotten mad at the fact that we constantly go back and forth between Lupin and Lupin as
Speak for
pronunciation.
yourself. You warned everyone at the beginning that you would do that, but I guess that didn't get saved. So.
Yeah, that didn't get saved. So again, sorry about that. You've already had to sit through it for 2 hours, so.
まあ最終的には全員に教えてもらうことになるにせよ。だ。今日は記念すべき初日だ。
Oh, uh-oh.
誰に教えてもらいたい？
It's a choice. I don't think one important enough to decide who we're gonna kiss, but, you know, it might put some points in it.
I'm not teaching you this special day. Oh, man.
Lupin is not an option. He's going to gather information. Everyone else is free game.
Alright, I feel like we should talk to Saint Germain, because we really haven't talked to him at all.
Right, and he's going to teach us geography, which is probably good because we don't want to get lost, you know, given...
Oh, I'd love to learn more about the lore of this expansive world.
I mean, everyone will teach you a little bit of lore, but Saint Germain will teach us how to, like, I don't know, not get captured by criminals, because that happened, or the secret cops, which also happened. Look, we've been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, people apparently want Saint Germain to teach us to vape, but other people want to learn how to shoot a gun.
Van Helsing doesn't even remember our name. He can wait 24 more hours for this.
All right, Saint Germain it is.
I really like the choice selector, like the little boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I really
They're
like
very
them.
elegant.
Yeah, they're very appealing. I'm constantly evaluating the like user interface design of everything that I interact with, and so
Right.
it's like, oh, that looks like it feels nice.
俺を選んでくれなかったのは寂しいけど、ま、サンちゃんなら任せられるかな。
伯爵、随分と信頼されているな。
Impy is really grating on me because like he's gotten dunked on so much that it's starting to like flip around and just be kind of sad. And I'm mad at myself that I'm feeling that way because that's just what he wants.
Incredible.
Disgusting.
See, that's why this game is good. It's just a flurry of emotions.
Yeah, I'm feeling so many emotions right now, Torbs.
Oh, apparently Saint Germain also knows how to fight.
Hell yeah.
少し意外ですね。失礼ですが、伯爵はどちらかといえば争い事を嫌うタイプかと思っていました。
もちろん争い事は好きではありません。
Onlaren says, how will we learn about the vampire war if we don't date Van Helsing? And that's a good point, but also Chorps has assured me that we will learn about the vampire war regardless.
Yeah, there is still a non-insignificant amount of vampire content to be seen regardless of who we kiss.
Excellent.
I can't say significant. Okay, some of these gears probably do something. There are a lot of them.
Oh boy, there's a stream delay, so I'm excited.
There has to be one of them. Honestly, I just like the complex machinery look of the one big tower in the forefront.
Oh yeah, there's like that big tower, and then it has a whole bunch of. It looks like a clock mechanism all the way up the tower.
Yeah, I think that's a good look.
Yeah, those are definite. Yeah, that gives the appearance of a clock. So
right.
Yeah, it gives you the appearance of functional gears. The really huge ones, I'm really not sure. Like they're aligned, like they should be functioning together, but it's hard to tell because they're like cut off.
It seems like the
that hat.
It seems like the sort of thing where like the government would put it in to make it look like they're doing something.
Yeah. This is the bridge to nowhere of this world.
Right.
Also, no one has a hat that fit on he goddamn head.
Well, to be fair, this man is an eccentric. Look at all the feathers. That's the more important
He can't.
part.
Oh, you're right. He can't put the hat on the back of his head because of all the gel.
Right.
So he has to only put it on the front part of his hair.
Right. He doesn't want to ruin his hair. Do you know how long it took him to perfect this style? 1,000,000 years. Literally the entire recorded history.
In the chat says Saint Birdman.
通り街を歩いてどこかロンドンならではの場所に行きましょう。
This is probably the most date-like option. Like, otherwise we'd be, like, learning about stuff, like, probably reading a book. But here it's just like, oh, let's just walk around London together and we can talk about the sights.
Aww, that's nice.
これもれっきとした訓練です。
I think Cardia needs that.
ロンドンを中心に
Just some normalcy in her life.
Yeah, just like exploring the city like a normal person.
いざ敵に襲われた時でも逃げるのは容易になるはずですから。
Cardia, it's okay to just do things for fun. It doesn't have to be training.
See, that's what we learn from Saint Germain. Have fun. Alright. We have another choice here. Do we want to walk around, quote, the poorer part of London, or do we want to go to central London?
Oh, this is... I feel like if we go to the poorer part of London, then we're like gonna get in a fight or some bullshit like that.
Right, you don't want to get
if I want to go on a date with a fancy man, I want him to take me to an expensive place.
All
I mean, what's
we're gonna
the
get treated
point?
well, is what you're saying here.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
go to central London.
Look,
Obscure Reference says, Saint Germain teaches us that the first rule of steampunk is to have fun and be yourself. I think that's really the best lesson in this game so far.
really, yeah.
承知しました。
Really, in that way, steampunk is more of like a lifestyle than a fashion statement.
伺うことにいたしましょう。
Well, I think any sufficiently ridiculous fashion subculture or aesthetic
Is in fact a
subculture
lifestyle.
is about being yourself. Yeah, right?
Hipster
Like, that's the whole
mustaches,
point.
it's about being yourself.
Yeah. It's about, well, except for hipsters, which are about ironically embracing things, but everyone else sincerely embracing the thing that you like.
Right.
And that's okay. It's fun. We should all seek to be more sincere.
I think
Even
all
if it
hipsters
means we
are
look
secretly
ridiculous.
sincere, but like the like expectancy of them being insincere has caused them to like build up a shell. I think that's kind of more of
Yeah.
the thing. Like I'm pretty sure hipsters are really like genuinely interested in having mustaches and, I don't know, bikes with no gears or whatever it is those guys do.
I can't believe you're subtweeting so many guys I've dated right here on the stream like this storms away.
Look, that's what date night's all about.
ここがセントラルロンドン。ロンドンの中心街であり、同時にイギリスの頭脳でもあります。
So welcome to rich people London.
Oh boy. All the buildings look like cakes.
It also has like the longest description of anything in the codec.
Wow.
And it's just for the street that we're on.
This
about how-
this game really is trying to teach like the teens that are playing it that like rich people have nicer things than poor people. Like just to like sort of teach you that lesson about how the world works.
Did
like
you know-
really hammer it home.
Yeah, did you know rich people don't have to go outside? They just get other people to do it for them.
Did you know that rich people have a better quality of living than poor people? Just in case you didn't know that, here it is.
オートモービルを使います。
It's not even capitalism's fault this time. We're under a strict, harsh monarchy.
外出する使用人ですよ。
Oh man, now that we're close to Saint Germain, I'm really digging that earring that's connected to two different holes.
Oh
It's pretty
yeah, it's a
cool.
very extravagant sort of.
上流階級の人々は見栄を張る方が
I mean, it's subtle compared to his arm that's covered in clocks or whatever.
Right. And he has
Um,
sort of the itty bitty sort of like clock chain going on his oh, what's that piece? The one in front. What's that called? A cravat?
Oh, cravat.
Cravat. Okay.
I don't know what is the difference between a cravat and an ascot. This is a thing that I should know.
The
but I
ascot
think
is the
it's a
thing that
cravat.
Fred from Scooby-Doo wears.
It's tied.
So it's
different,
tied, yeah.
I think. Yeah.
私は変わり者なんですよ。自分の足で歩く。
Somebody once told me that it has a different name,
自分で
and that Ascot is the place where it's from, but I don't remember what the
Look,
actual thing is without
if-
Wikipediaing it.
if anyone knows what that is, I'm going
Now
to
I
assume
have-
it's Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Now I have to look it up because you can't say something on a recorded stream and not look it up because then you're an asshole.
Right. In case you missed it, St. Germain said he's an oddball, and Cardia immediately went, I guess I prefer oddballs. So, we're already, like,
Wow.
accidentally flirting with this older man. Or is it an accident? Ooh.
Aha, an ascot is a type of cravat, which has square edges, square sides.
Oh, okay, so instead of, like, frilled.
Yeah.
You know, that's the great thing about streaming is I get to learn. We're gonna go see a landmark. Which one could it be?
Sometimes referred to as a day cravat. God, it's really good. Okay.
That's right, everyone. Welcome to the London Bridge, I assume.
I have to pay attention to this date so I can learn things about the boy.
Right.
I'm paying attention now.
Yeah, please. We gotta learn about the good boys. Oh, Tower Bridge. That's right.
I'm
The
paying
other
so much
bridge.
attention.
I forgot that London has multiple bridges.
Whoa. I really like the idea of, because I've never been to London, but I like the idea that I'll go someday and I'll be like, yeah, this is like just from Code Realize.
Well, in this game, you're gonna learn some information about the difference between the game's world and the real world.
商業の発展を目的にこのタワーブリッジの建設計画を立ち上げたという話です。彼はあらゆる分野において抜きんでた才能を持っていました。それは建築学に関しても例外ではありません。実はこの橋動くんですよ。そのまさかです。テムズ川を渡る大型船の邪魔をしないようこの橋には仕掛けがあるんです。ほら、言っているそばから。いいえ、そうはなりません。いいですか？よく見ていてくださいね。
I like her surprise at the bridge and at the fact that her father designed it almost as if she's finding out that she has like a sibling and it's this bridge.
I can't believe our dad does things besides create homunculi or whatever.
I mean, it seems like it would take most of your time to do that, you know? I mean,
Right.
he had enough time for a whole bridge.
私もあなたの驚く顔が見られて。
Yeah, fuck, I can't think of the word. The bridges that go up. A drawbridge. Nope, that's not right. The other one.
Oh my god. In the chat, Crabmeat says, this bridge got all of the recessive gears. Destroyed.
Nature prefers asymmetry.
Oh my god.
That's right,
I was
we are
gonna say
solid
something and I don't
Cardia.
even remember anymore.
Uh-oh. It's time to get real with Count Saint Germain. Well, maybe.
そうでしたか？あなたと一緒にいて寂しいなどと思うはずはないのですが、お気遣いどうもありがとうございます。
He already like made reference to going insane because of immortality. I mean, like
Don't worry, I'm very cool and collected. Emphasis on cool.
I mean, I feel like his thing would be like, yeah, I'm immortal, so I'm kind of crazy, but like also you're a cyborg, an alchemy cyborg made of poison, so don't you worry about it. Like, I'll be fine.
Look, we've both
Like,
got
I'm
our
depressed,
problems.
but you've got, yeah, you just worry about you, hon. Yes, everyone in the chat, yes, we have already established that Cardia is the weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
I mean, Cardia basically launches nukes.
Oh, so we skip over the other training?
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where you pick one and you get like a little datey scene, and the rest of them just kind of happen off screen. Because you're not dating them.
We don't get a second day.
Well, look, we're gonna be able to have lessons with more men.
God, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad we didn't go with Impy if he taught us how to recognize steam engines in the steam game. Fucking hell!
See that thing? That makes steam. That one, that's not an engine. He's just pointing it like a trash can.
That's like lesson 1. How to identify what is and is not an engine. It's actually kind of difficult in the city because everything has a bunch of fucking gears all over it. I feel like I've suddenly become more powerful.
We leveled up. Look.
Wow, Cardia reached level 2.
That's right. I'm always so glad in these scenes to be reminded that our dog Cece is sitting at the table with us to eat.
Oh, I love that dog. Why can't we just hang out with the dog instead of the boys? Oh my god, Lupin. You're the worst. Good morning, everyone. I'm just gonna start some shit.
Hey, don't get alarmed, but there may be cops at the door.
Lupin, where are your teeth? I don't understand why he has that one smile where he has no teeth. He's just like, ah, I'm a baby.
He's hiding them. Again, he's a master thief. He steals his own teeth to practice. And then puts them back. Oh my god, let's have all the boys fight over who's doing a better job teaching us things.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Love
me,
to be
Van Helsing,
by
am the
my
best
era
teacher.
of Anime boys.
I'm the best because now Cardia could kill a man. What have you guys taught him?
She could do that before, my dude.
Well, right, but without burning them alive.
I mean, that's a pretty effective response.
Sure. I'm not sure if fisticuffsmanship is a word, but it's probably the best words that's been in this entire game.
That's a pretty steampunk word.
教育か。聞いてあげるな。
おお、銃ぶっ放せば全て解決すると思ってるショットガンメガネ君よりか、コソ泥の方がよっぽどスマートだと思うがな。
ほう。
I'm so glad that we went with Saint Germain because he seems like the most like reasonable option.
And he's also
like,
the least
hey.
likely to get into this.
Yeah, also like he's like, hey, here's how the world is. This is, you know, hey girl who's been locked in a room for 18 years. Like, this is the world.
いや、それはねえな。
Like, it's nice that everyone else is so specialized, but he seems the most, like,
教えているのは
grounded and rational, which is fucked up to think about. That's not true.
Yeah.
There's also Frankenstein, but
Yeah, but he's you know, he has an extremely narrow skill set.
right. Good at
Which
first
is
aid,
science.
good at chemical weapons. Oh, and analysis, I guess, because he analyzed our blood.
今ありがとうって。
Yes, his very in-depth analysis of thinking to check whether our heart was beating or not.
みんな朝食くらいもう少しマナーを守って食べよう
See, Victor and Saint Germain are smart because they stay out of this garbage.
いいじゃないですか。
That's why they're top tier boys.
Right. That's why basically our option for boyfriends is down to 2. Unless Van Helsing does something very cool.
Saint Germain being like, nah, let him fight is real good.
That's fun. I don't have to take part in it.
楽しい予感
I can relate to that perspective.
Old boys will be boys, Saint Germain.
I like that Cardia has taken it so serious. Like, she still hasn't quite learned how to have fun because she's been taking notes in a notebook about the geographical locations.
カルディア実は君に渡すものがあるんだ
We're already getting a present from one of our suitors.
Oh my god.
少し前にルパンから頼まれていた贈り物だよ
Is this based on how many points we get for the
No.
boys? It's got no.
No, this is actually a story thing.
Oh.
If I'm correct in how far we are in the story, it's very good also.
朝食が終わったら自分の部屋で開いてみて僕たちはここで待ってるからぜひ感想を聞かせてほしいな
Do we finally get to change outfits?
よっ待ってました。
何が始まるんだ
Hoo boy.
麗しき我らが資源を広めたい
Victor, I'm ready is also what I yell while watching Yuri on Ice.
Cool.
どうぞ入って
Oh, I can't decide if the dress is going to be more or less ridiculous than her default dress. It's got to be more. They're building it up too much. This is going to be a Beauty and the Beast situation.
Remember, they said we stand out in the other clothes.
Yeah. Is it covered in gears?
I think they're exactly 2 gears.
Oh, she does look normal.
I think it's a very cute look.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the only gears I see are the ones on the hat, and they're very small.
Yeah. Oh god, because she had a ball gown on, and I was like, they're not gonna just make her another ball gown, are they? And no, they gave her like normal, relaxing clothes.
Well, again, Lupin asked for it. Victor did it. He's the most sensible one to make clothes for us, because he's like practical. And it gets us compliments from the important boys like Saint Germain.
Aww.
And Helsing, shut up. I'm trying to have a moment here.
He doesn't talk about anything romantic at all, but I still hate him.
Sorry, I only think about 2 things: violence and my time in the vampire war.
I don't think about girls, I just think about guns.
He's one of those dudes who has like different guns on the back of his like car as stickers instead of like the family ones.
He just draws a bunch of guns in the corners of his spiral-bound notebook.
And they're shooting the
all
math
the time.
equations at school.
Yeah.
Right, that's how he survived in school. Is all his notes look like they're just being shot at.
No one would copy his notes because it was too dangerous. You might get shot by all those guns.
Right. So what's the chat think of our new clothes? It's a little late, but...
Gnombitten says, "Are we a French cop?" We're more like a boxcar child. I don't know.
It's definitely got kind of a boxcar-y look.
like a roguish, adorable, like precocious. Yes, precocious train child. I think. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like Newsies.
Yeah.
They have spares. It's still only 2 outfits, but we've got multiple just in case something happens.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, finally. God, it must be, like, just the worst to never be able to even, like, change clothes ever.
Yeah, it's gotta be, like, at
pajamas?
least a month since we dealt with this. You know, since we got here.
But they didn't make her any pajamas. It's just this one outfit, and then she still sleeps in this.
No, the other things are pajamas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow! Man, Victor's so considerate and thoughtful. He also made us tableware. That won't die from poison. Now we can eat, like, soup and stuff and not have to get new spoons each time.
What a good boy.
Anyway, Lupin's still got a dumb idiot plan that we're gonna have to follow along with.
Oh boy.
This is the first time I agree with MP. He just needs to stop being secretive and tell us what's going on.
Right? Aw, and there she is in her little outfit. What a sweetheart.
Cardia さん、今日は誰の授業をお望みですか？
It's a shame that the hat doesn't pop up in the like corner portraits because I really like that part of the outfit.
Maybe it was like too tall.
Maybe.
We do get to choose again.
Yeah, I looked up for just a second, and this is a really good message from Beamslash. Do you think Lupin is sneaking rocks into Van Helsing's gun during every conversation in case he turns on us?
Also, yes. Oh my god, yes, definitely.
It's just like every morning he gets up,
says.
sneaks into the room, puts guns in.
Every
puts a rock
morning
in.
I open palm slam a rock into that idiot's gun.
And I start doing the moves right then and there like I'm a cool cop. Alright, who are we gonna join this time?
One for Victor, one for Van Helsing, two for Van Helsing.
One for not Impy.
A bunch of people said Van Helsing last time, so I feel like Van Helsing needs to teach us the basics of CQC.
Alright, we want to have Van Helsing teach us?
Yeah, because there's no boy ending, right? I can't like evenly distribute my points over all boys and get fucked.
I don't think there's a bad ending. I think it's just whoever has max points at that point moves you forward. But I'm not positive. There are definitely bad ends within, like, actual routes.
We'll see. We'll find out together.
Yep. So we'll go talk to Van Helsing.
I just want to know. I just want to see this.
I mean, we already know that we like Victor, and we know that we like Saint Germain, and we know we don't like Impy.
Yeah,
we might as well give Van Helsing a chance.
Yeah, I mean, Victor's still best boy. I mean, he made all this stuff for us. Like, I mean, it was Lupin's idea, but like, Victor actually did it.
Right. And it's not like he wasn't planning to do it anyways, just Lupin, like, you know, gets in there, gets in front.
Yeah,
like,
maybe he designed it, because Victor has no design sense.
I have this great idea.
And then you can tell by looking at Lupin that he has an excellent aesthetic sense.
Right. Well, I mean, he knows how to wear clothes.
Yeah, he knows how to wear gears.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I already don't like our combat training.
Oh god. Is Van Helsing gonna punch us in the face?
No, because he'd burn. Which would be good if he did that.
I mean, you know, he's not wrong in that, she probably has not experienced pain, like physical pain, and that's probably, like, to do that in a safe way, like, would make it less, like, traumatic when she inevitably has to encounter physical pain in the future.
It just sounds bad because he's bad at talking.
It does. It sounds like BDSM is what's happening.
I don't know if it sounds like that, but it's just like, oh, well, she's gonna get hurt. Like, but yeah, so we're getting some real physical training from Van Helsing here. At least he hasn't shot us with a gun.
This is a really weird conversation, considering that, like, we don't know what kind of combat they're. I mean, are they knife fighting? Like, what?
I assume they're fist fighting. I mean, they talk about fisticuffsmanship.
But what? But he can't punch her because his.
Well, he can punch her clothes.
Yeah.
As long as it's not in the face, which is the only exposed part of her body, anyways.
I guess, but also she like fell on the floor. She could burn a hole in the floor with her face.
Right. Well, that's why they go to the riverbed.
Oh my god.
Oh, she does get a hat in some of these. This is very good. I'm in it now.
Oh right, because everyone has a hat and they only wear their hat when they're outside.
Right. Except for, I think, Van Helsing. Van Helsing hasn't had a hat, and neither has Victor.
She looks like the conductor for the most adorable train.
Yep.
Choo choo, all aboard the Moe Express.
That's what I'd call my train.
Isn't the way for her to deal with an armed opponent to touch the weapon that they have so that it melts?
Oh my god! Fuck all the people who told us to go with Van Helsing.
Are we gonna actually fight? Alright, Cardia. Fox only Final Destination. Holy shit! This is the route for someone who wanted to play a different game.
I really hope that, like, at some point there's just a QTE for this.
Oh my god, I wish. I can't believe he's actually shooting us with a gun.
Well, 2 guns.
With his 2 guns.
Can we talk about how his guns also seem to have, like, brass knuckles on them?
Yeah, they got brass knuckles in the grip so he can punch people with his guns.
Finally.
He has already shot us in a previous battle.
Well, he shot other people. I don't know if he shot us. I think it's just like, I have seen the damage this does.
Oh, yeah.
I do not think we have been shot.
He is really... I feel like he's putting himself in a lot of danger. Oh yeah, he's definitely totally into... Again, he doesn't know anything about romance. He only knows things about guns.
Right.
Much like our hero Solid Snake.
Hey, so this is like a date, right? Oh my god! Oh, I thought this was going to be a choice point. I was going to be so excited.
This is so much.
By the way, I hope everyone in the chat is taking notes. We'll have a quiz on this afterwards.
This is why when we started this, Chorps in secret was like, I don't think we should let the chat decide. DVAC, you just decide. And this is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
I don't trust the people in the chat. They're smart enough to not go for Impy, but they also want us to get shot with a real gun.
Get shot with a real gun in all caps should be the title of this episode. I don't know if we have stream titles or not. I don't remember.
I do on the YouTube one, so we'll put it in.
Okay. Get shot with a real gun.
Oh man, is there?
The human jaw is one of the body's weak points. Hello, new yearbook quote, says obscure reference.
Oh man! Apparently, his gun touched our skin for a moment, and so it's melting a little bit.
Ha! Exactly.
I wonder if he just has a lot of these, or if it's okay. Like... Oh shit! This is actually kind of cool, I think. Like, it sucks that we can't really see it because it's a visual novel, but this is kind of dope.
Pocket sand, says the chat.
Thank God, someone said it. Alright, we do have a choice point. And I think it's pretty obvious what we need to do here, but I thought I should give you a little bit of time to think about it.
Let's see, there's a little stream delay. Oh, take the gun from him. Yeah, take the fucking gun from him. Are you kidding? Melt his idiot gun.
Well, do we want to make the good option or do we want to make the other option? Like
The fun option.
ugh. I mean, we don't care about dating him, do we?
No.
If not, I can go back and fix this. It's not hard to speedrun this game. It's called the skip dialogue option.
I'm not gonna pretend to lose to Van Helsing.
Right, we're gonna go down fighting.
How is the more aggressive option not the thing that gets points with him?
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked. This
I'm-
walkthrough might
I'm
be lying to
upset.
me, but... Maybe it's because he has 2 guns? Yep, well. We did not account for the second gun. This is because we didn't go to his first lesson.
と言いたいところだが、今のはまさしく無駄な抵抗だ。諦めるのが正解だったな。
Why would? But you were gonna shoot her in the face.
I'd rather go down swinging.
実戦形式に緊張感を持たせるようあえて言わなかったが、今回の戦いで使った岩塩弾は火薬の量を減らしたものだ。多少の衝撃は感じるだろうが、その程度だ。怪我を負うことはありえない。
Well, God, I guess at least he's thinking about us. So what does everyone think about our date?
All he ever does is lie about how deadly his bullets are.
I guess you're right.
Typical man.
Yeah, what does the chat think about our date?
God, I hate him. Oh, you still shot her point blank, Abraham!
Sweetie, don't give yourself too much credit.
I hate him.
Oh no, this is good.
I mean, I don't hate him.
Cardia asserting
I just-
herself.
He just loves guns.
He does love guns.
He doesn't know how to love people, but he knows how to love guns.
He's a real man's man. Yeah, we're gonna keep this up until he gives up. That was kind of like romance.
主よ、我らの食生活を祝福してください。これらの食事
It was adjacent.
罪深き我々の体の
I mean, there's definitely a reading of a combat scene that could be sex adjacent, but I feel like it kind of like went right up to that line and then was like, nah.
では皆さん、いただきましょう。
As it turns out, there's a shoulder fetish going on in Van Helsing.
There's a shoulder fetish in this game. Look at all these off-the-shoulder things, the clothes that everyone's wearing.
Also, just in case you forgot, Saint Germain's really into religion.
Fucking. Look, this
What a
doesn't
good
make
boy.
any goddamn sense. I thought that would somehow be explained more or something, but maybe.
Well,
won't.
we could have hung out with him again. Maybe we'd learn about his religious side. But no, we
Yeah.
decided to hang out with the gunman.
Yeah. Well, at least we're done with that.
God, Victor's such a nerd. Oh, I love salad.
Yeah. Why can't we train with Cece?
What would Cece teach us?
Are they having salad for breakfast? Oh, does it mean something else?
I don't
Is it
think
like
so. They
fruit?
talk about putting dressing on it, so.
What the fuck? Salad for breakfast.
Oh, I love salad.
おいバン、お前は何か一言付け足さないと人を褒められない病気か何かか？
Oh, this water's just so crisp.
I love this music.
あなたが相手だ
Is this music? I love music.
いられなくなるの
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this word, but we just got like a vocabulary word in here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Another point for Saint Germain.
だと思ってたんだよね。
It's even worse coming from him because he's so removed from the situation, from
Right.
everything.
飯作ってやらないかんな。
It is your fault people talk to you that way, MP.
I love also MP calls him Count Saint G. Like they're homies.
And then Cardia laughed for the first time in her entire life.
That's right, and everything stopped for it.
ええ確かに見ま
We
した
all together made a single girl laugh. And that's how you
That's
know
it,
they're
we can all
all
die now.
oh, just incredible
見
men.
逃すと思う。
カルディア、君がすごく楽しそうに笑っていたから、僕も含めてみんな驚いていたのさ。
おお、超笑ってた。いい笑顔だったぜ。
See you laughing instead of hear you laughing is a very weird way of putting it.
いいね。笑うとさらに可愛さが引き立つじゃん。さす
I
が
mean, I get it.
バービキュー
You also can, you know, see someone laugh.
勝手に
But it is weird,
子供を
yes.
取り付けるなバカめ。
Oh my god, Impy, go to hell.
Yeah, he's see, you never should feel bad for him because he always comes back with something like that.
Yeah.
もしかすると笑うことができないのではないかと若干心配していた。
Oh yeah, she has memories of being a child, so I guess she recalls the concept of laughter.
そうってたけど、マンも彼女を気にしてたんだね。
I remember this laughing.
Hooray! Cardia is making progress in her depression.
Yay.
これまで
イエーイ
してきたんだ。情が移るのは当然だろう。
お前って思った以上にめんどくさいやつなのね。いや、というよりもピュアなの。
黙れインピ。次に私を侮辱したら承知しないぞ。
お前こそ次に俺をバカ
Wow, what?
飯抜きに
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I think some man pride got hurt.
あ
Can it be like call Van Helsing a sweet summer child?
あ食べ物をひっくり返さないでください
They're both
まったく。
that thing.
あなたの喧嘩はわかるってうわシシ
Yeah, Cece's making a mess of things.
もしかすると彼も彼女の笑顔を見ること
Cece's going nuts.
はしゃいでいるのかもしれませんね
There's one person that really makes us laugh at Cece.
Finally, this dog is back just in time. Love that dog. Look at
Rough.
that
I heard there were
fucking
too
dog.
many. I heard there were too many man feelings going on. I'm here to break it up with some charm. Rough.
皆騒ぎたくなるほど嬉しかったのですよ大切なあなたの笑顔が見られてええもちろんですこれからも私たちにその笑顔を見せてくださいね
話は変わるが、カルディア、訓練の方はどうだ？
Aww.
Oh, how my training's going? Well, I got shot. I did get to see Central London, though. That was nice.
それは君が
Yeah, that was very
成長
nice.
している証拠
I bet I learned some first aid, technically. And whatever Impy's teaching me.
それに、お前の
About engines? I don't fucking know.
身体能力の高さには
Today he taught me how to drive.
多少自
You
信
know
Hell
what?
yeah.
If there was a scene where Impy taught us how to drive, I would watch that. Like,
I
you
know. That would be fantastic.
さあさあ、自信持ってこうぜ。このインピーさんもバッチリ保証しちゃうからさ。
I feel like she's written to not have any confidence in herself, and it's kind of like related to her being a young girl. But like it also kind of comes across as like she has never, she's been locked in a room for 18 years, so she's never like come across phenomenon of self-improvement or like learning a skill until right now, and so she's experiencing it all for the first time with like this great intensity of like, I can get better, but I'm not perfect yet. Oh my gosh.
I can do things, but maybe not as good as other people do them.
I have the potential to learn how to do things and get better at things.
Oh. But and speaking of getting better at things, apparently
This
it's
fucking
time
guy.
for us to join Lupin's quest of whatever the hell he's doing. Well, next time. Well, no. How long was that? That was pretty short.
Yeah, it's only 9.
So, oh no! Oh! Oh! I'll just wait for you to get to the chapter break. Oh my god. Oh.
I can't believe it ended the chapter like that.
You're not gonna be happy with how it starts either.
We're gonna kidnap Edward Cullen.
Hey, you know the leader of the secret cops? We're going to kidnap him.
聞き間違いかももう一度
Also, his name is Robert Pattinson.
Oh my god.
Then a little codec pops up in this world.
I'm
And-
really fucking Victor. Yeah, I'm sorry. What did you just say, Lupin?
Run that by me
please.
again. I know I'm the smart
Such-
one here, but I had issues processing this because it's stupid.
He's such an Otacon. I love Victor Otacon.
いろいろと対策を取っちゃいるが、ここでずっと隠れて過ごせると思うほど、俺は楽天家じゃねえ。
Oh, I thought Impy would be into it because they're boyfriends, but oh well.
Impy
I don't
wants
know,
to
like-
drive a train, not rob it.
Maybe I don't know. Like Lupin's been gone so much. Like maybe their relationship has kind of faltered. Everybody else has been making fun of Impy a lot, and
Right.
his heart has.
You don't
maybe
talk to
gone
me anymore,
elsewhere.
Lupin. You're always
don't
trying
talk
to
like we
steal
used
people
to.
from trains.
多くの謎に迫るために最も有効な方法。それは直接本
I
人に
mean,
聞くことだ。
technically, it's a plan and like it has its grounding in logic, but also
それぞれの目
we're kidnapping the head of the secret police.
鍵となり得る人物。黄昏の長こそがそれだとお前は判断したわけか。
なるほど。それで誘拐というわけですか。
Well, at least
James
one other
Bunch in the
person's into
chat.
this. Oh, what?
Says, hey police chief, what are all the police plans?
誘拐するっていうことは
Tell me the cop stuff.
相手の情報を掴んだということだ。
I love that Saint Germain gives no fucks. It's
And he's
really
like, oh,
good.
that sounds cool. That sounds nice.
Whatever. I'm immortal.
Bring me back a souvenir.
王座だ。 体どうやってその情報を手に入れた？
It doesn't seem like they would kidnap him as much as like break into the headquarters and like get him alone and like interrogate him, but not like take him back to the mansion.
Right. Hey, here's our secret hideout.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone after we let you go.
黄昏の情報を盗んできたっていうの？一体どこから？
ああ、それはよ。ちょっと前に街中歩いてたら、やけに訓練された気配がついてくるんでな。大方、黄昏の末端だろうって見当をつけて、そいつを巻いた後、逆につけてやったんだ。そうしたら、見事に。
When are we gonna meet Herlock Sholmes?
あとは奴らの
Soon.
格好にくるまって、見回りご苦労。ところでって感じに聞き出したわけさ。
ははなるほど。お得意の変装術で聞き出したということですか。
Every time Saint Germain just like is like very casual about doing criminal things, I imagine him just like stirring coffee or something. Like, oh, how quaint.
Saint Germain has heard everything, you know. Everything has already nothing is new to him.
He's sort of the distant parent, like, oh, that's nice, kid.
That's nice, dear.
Now go outside and play. Here's 20 bucks for an ice cream. I could not remember the order of operations, and I thought there was something else going on before, but we just jumped right into the train robbery.
Hell fucking yeah, let's rob a train! You told me about this. You told me there was a train robbery in this game.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was so early on. I thought it was later in. Because let me tell you, a lot of things happen in this video game.
It's good. I'm really excited. We recently had a train episode in the Fellowship game that I'm playing. It's a private game, so don't worry, you didn't miss it on a podcast or whatever. But we ended up with the sort of internal in-joke of that if there's a train, there's going to be either a murder, a mystery, or a heist. Sometimes all three. That's what trains are.
I mean, it's accurate. And here we're at least heisting.
Mm-hmm. The thing about Van Helsing's expression that gives you chills is probably that he's killed like hundreds of people.
Right, and vampires.
Yeah. Vampires, which are a type of person.
Yeah, I guess they are also people.
I guess. Well, you know, Lupin, you don't tell anyone about anything, so, like, why you don't get to be mad that Van Helsing doesn't want to tell you about anything.
Or that no one is into your fucking heist idea.
Yeah.
Hey, so I decided by myself we're gonna rob a train. What do you mean you don't want to do it, guys? Are you telling me that Impy didn't tell us what a train was?
Oh my god.
Seriously, what were these lessons then?
How dare you ask what is the train in a steampunk game?
Impy, shut up. That doesn't help even a little bit.
That's... Wow, if it was like a big iron horse that eats coal, that'd be fucking metal. That'd be like that Gundam, that horse Gundam.
Right, the glossary also points out, according to Impy.
That doesn't help anyone. Yeah, it's like a car, but there's a bunch of them and they go on a track. Come on, this is basic stuff.
Oh, you mean you haven't left your room in 18 years and seen the
It's-
outside world? Weird.
It's really easy to explain a train, Van Helsing. What are you fucking talking about? I just did it.
No, Van Helsing only knows how to explain guns.
Well, see, the train is kind of like a gun in that it's long but
And
it
made
has
of metal.
segments and wheels.
Anyways, I hope you want to learn about Waterloo.
Weird. Oh, you know, I'm out of iced tea. I just have to leave real quick and get some more tea. Weird. I'll just be right back.
この視察の間の身辺警護に関する情報ってわけだ。詳細は後でみんなにも見せる。資料そのものを盗んできたのか。まさか盗みがバレれば当然相手は警戒する。警護の方法も移動経路も変えられちまう。移動中の列車内は視察中最も
Oh,
警備
okay, I'm back. Ready to learn.
俺たちはこの列車に潜んで目標をかっさらうってわけさ。
Obscure reference in the chat says a Venn diagram of Van Helsing's knowledge, and it's just two isolated circles that say guns and vampires. Oh, Beam Splash says a train is like a gun where it fires itself with coal bullets. Shit, you're right. That's exactly what a train is.
Yeah, that's perfect.
もし本当に実行するというのなら
Saint Germain, you're not going on the trip with us. Don't say it sounds like fun. Unless you're going to join us, Saint Germain.
しかしいくら警護が薄いとはいえ多勢に無勢勝ち目は薄いよ
I've always wanted to rob a train, says Count Saint Germain.
I haven't done it in all these years of living.
走ってる列車からさらうってどうやるんだよ。走行中の機関車からダイブすんの？心配すんなって考えはある。
Oh, thank God, everyone. Lupin has an idea.
Oh, good. I was
He's got
worried.
this all figured out.
I bet he does.
適正力の分断をする役。もう一つは
The idea is we get on the train and steal a man. That's as far as I got.
鉄道を使うならば本人だけを連れ出さずとも誘拐する方法もある。
Oh my god. Beam Slash
ルパン
in the chat says, time for Victor to invent Fulton balloons.
そのものを奪った。
Yeah, perfect. That's the best way to steal a man off a train.
Right.
それはまた大胆な発想ですね
Oh my God.
興味が湧いてきましたね
God. This rules.
まさかバレちまうとは。ま、とにかくバンの言う通りだ。それに奪った後は簡単
I don't know. These guys have yet to surpass like a bunch of different D&D campaigns that I've been in where we heisted a train.
危険がないわけじゃねえ。
Look, I'm sure something bad's gonna happen and they'll have to improvise.
どうだ？この賭け。
It took all this time to be like, no, I'm coming up with a plan. I'm coming up with a plan. Now it's time for the plan. He's like, train heist.
We take the whole car. And, yeah.
危険を冒すだけの価値を。手を貸してやろう。
僕は反対だ。リスクが大きすぎる。
私はどちらでも皆さんの選択に従いますから もちろんですとも
Victor needs to live a little. He's already wanted by the police for using chemical weapons.
Right. So why not use more?
伯爵。それは何か。
Also, Count just sees this like a day out. Oh, isn't it
Yeah?
great? We're all gonna go out, you know,
I love
enjoy each
him.
other's company.
Saint Germain plus plus, Victor minus minus in the rankings.
Oh my goodness. Well, what are we gonna do, my friends? I don't think it matters either way, but what are we gonna do?
Or we have to say whether we agree with his plan or not.
Or we could say we can't decide.
Oh.
I think we're outnumbered
I personally
regardless.
agree with this plan.
Okay, you
I feel
agree with the plan.
I feel like disagree is gonna give us points with Victor, who I like, but in my heart I agree with this plan. I would rather heist a train than not heist a train.
Right, disagree with point with Victor, and we know that also Saint Germain just doesn't care. So
He's,
he probably gets points if we don't decide.
He's getting a lot of points with me in my heart by not giving a fuck about this train heist. I don't want Cardia to be indecisive. I want her to agree.
Okay.
I don't like when she's indecisive.
If we decide to go with some other boy later and it becomes an issue, I can fast forward.
Okay.
We learned the wrong lessons from Lupin. I take this back, Cardia, and we need to disagree.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not... She's just being nice.
I'll humor him by saying the things he tells me back to him.
Beam Slash says, Cardia just learned what a train is and already wants to commit a crime on one.
Wow, I've never committed a crime on here. I just wish I was a wanted criminal but on a train.
Everyone knows that you can't be accused of crimes on a train because you're moving too fast.
Right, a train is basically a sovereign state.
Yeah, you're moving too fast for crimes. Oh, sorry for the background noise.
That's okay.
I learned that my upstairs neighbor has 4 teenage sons, and now, like, every time I hear a noise, I'm like, wow, you know, they're so much quieter than I would have thought. She's trying so hard.
It's because the 4 of them are playing Code Realize, like in real life.
So, if any of them, yeah, I'm just like, wow. Because at first I was like, wow, it's so loud sometimes. Like, what's the deal? But then it's like, oh, actually, there's a bunch of...
There are 4 of them? Wow.
And there's 4 of them? And I was like, oh my god. Just... It's great. You know, you're doing a great job.
I like to think if there's like a group of people like doing these sort of character interactions in real life, like playing on the playground, everyone just argues for who else has to be MP. Sorry, we have to play rock, paper, scissors for who's MP. Man, everyone's just getting so excited about this train heist. What a great group we've put together. Aw, sick. Saint Germain is coming with us.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love his face. He's like, oh yes, I'll be taking part of the battle as well.
I'm gonna punch a cop in the face.
No, Saint Germain's the best boy. I'm sorry. He's risen in my heart above Victor. Because Victor doesn't want to do crimes, even though he's already done like a horrible, horrible crime.
Well, he's
accused of a crime.
Accused of a horrible, horrible crime that he may not have done.
And he has yet, and Victor Frankenstein in this game has yet to build a person out of other people.
Right.
So, yeah. Creating devices.
They just keep him busy by like, hey, can you build this? Like, they don't even need it. It's just like, hey, build this thing. Oh, okay. He's trying to find a remote way to control the train track switches. And Victor's making chemicals. Van Helsing is polishing his guns. Who knows what the other two might be doing? I'm surprised Cece didn't show up to be like, I want to join too.
Cardia doesn't need to do anything else to help them because she can, like, melt the connection between the two train cars.
Right, oh no, the cops are here. Guess I'll just touch them with my real hand.
They need you because you are made of acid. Like, come on.
Also, 6 is better than 5. Look, now that we
haven't seen the word horologium in a while.
Yeah. And now that we have some amount of training, we can hold our own, probably fight off at least one cop.
Probably burn at least one person to death.
Mm-hmm.
Probably melt at least one human being just trying to do their train job.
Right. Oops, that's just a regular person and not a cop.
Oops.
Look, you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
Without melting a few boys.
Right, it's just, that's what happens.
The bad end of this game involves Cardia having to choose which one of the boys to melt with her poison body.
Right, and by choose, I mean choose Impy. Aw, man. Who are we gonna hang out with before our big day? For our big mission?
Oh, wow. Huh. We can't hang out with Lupin. He's still out of there.
He's still doing his secret stuff.
Let's check on Victor.
Yeah, he's probably having the hardest time with all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if spreading out all our points like this is going to give us a generic end, but... whenever we make a choice, I can go back and fix it anyways.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to say that every time. It's okay.
No, I need everyone to know.
Yeah, it's okay.
Look, I'm used to doing all one boy runs. I'm not used to this.
You're used to the monogamy runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, いらっしゃい.
I haven't decided. Look, Charles, have you ever been in a situation in your real life where you had multiple suitors at once? Because
No.
I haven't. And in my fantasy, this is how it goes.
Not even once.
No, like not even anywhere close.
I guess this does... Look, I get it.
Science Man in the chat says, "Hey, hon, I'm going to the shops doing a monogamy run. You want anything?" I think that's actually how you propose marriage to someone.
Also, that's the speedrun percentage I go for, is monogamy.
Monogamy percent run.
相手はしびれて動かなくなるまで何をされたかわからない。さらに効果が限定的で離れたところに投げれば
Hey Cardia, want some chemical weapons?
副作用がなく効果が
I made them. You want to borrow them?
Well, it has no side effects from your knowledge of how anesthetics work in the 19th century. Like, let's just roll that no side effects right on back.
Look, they don't know any better.
This is just opium. It has no side effects.
It's cocaine.
I just aerosolized it.
あ、いやいや、
Look, I'm just worried these boys are gonna look down on me for talking to all of them.
驚かしたね。
Well, most of them. Again, we're never gonna talk to MP unless he teaches us to drive.
Victor is a little too protective, I think, of Cardia, which is who is an unstoppable killing machine.
なんともないさ。人を傷つける道具なんだから。本来、錬金術師はもっと人の役に立つものを作るための職業なんだ。
God, he's just Otacon.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't want to hurt anyone with my giant robots.
Well, the one good thing about it, he's not pissed his pants yet.
Please, the game is young.
I can spoil it. He never pees his pants.
こんな武器を作るために錬金術師がいるわけじゃない。
No one ever goes to the bathroom, and that's why my immersion is ruined about this video game.
I mean, Cardia must not have to go to the bathroom canonically, because if she did, that would just be a whole other thing that would be very difficult to explain and deal with.
Her stomach acid is also poison.
How would she sit on the toilet? It would,
you know, if she's dead, why does she have to eat? No, this is going down a bad road where I question anything about the video game. Forget this.
Yeah, I think her eating is experiential only. I don't think she needs it. Yeah.
People like eating things and consuming things. It doesn't matter what they do.
そんな上等なものじゃないよ。それは。いや、ごめん。
The face of an angel.
Everything he says is just something Otacon would say. This entire scene has just been Cardia talking to Otacon from Metal Gear.
They kind of look the same.
They look the same. They say the same things when talked about the science that they use that is being used to kill people.
Right. I bet Victor would be way into anime, so I mean...
Definitely. That's why he got into alchemy, because he watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow, this looks cool, except for all the parts that make it look really bad.
Beam Slash in the chat says, Hal Steamerick. Oh, we finally,
made that connection.
Oh no, Victor's asking us to do drugs. Oh no, what a bad boy.
See, now he's dangerous.
Oh my god, he just drops it and she says no and they just move on? Oh my god. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, Victor? By the way, I invented weed.
Look, he just needs to calm down before he gets on this train to murder people.
Abnormal feelings of cheerfulness. What did he invent? He invented uppers.
It's called NyQuil.
No, that would be Adderall. Yeah.
Steampunk Adderall.
Steampunk Adderall. I can't believe our sweet innocent baby boy Victor Otacon has gotten into illicit drugs.
Look, he's dealing with a lot.
Get high. Look, that's no excuse. Okay, you gotta, Victor. I thought he was straight edge. He's got to be careful because drugs are whack.
Now, see, here's the thing: does him having this dangerous side of, I don't know, maybe smoking a real cigarette instead of just vape rigs, does this make him higher in your list or lower in your list?
Lower, although lower in terms of I don't want Cardia to date him, but also I love the mental image of this nerdy 19-year-old Victor Frankenstein smoking exactly one cigarette.
Right, he smokes exactly one. It's like, oh, okay, that's good.
No, he's like really anxious about it and like coughs the whole time, and it's like, no, this is great.
And he's like making sure no one sees him when he does it.
Yeah, yeah.
He like
Bless
almost
his
gets
heart.
caught by Lupin once, and he just eats the cigarette.
Bless his little heart.
そろそろのはずだぜ。楽しみにしてな。きっと驚く。
Finally, we get to see this train that everyone's been talking about for days. This iron horse. This gun on wheels.
ほら来たよ。
Oh, also I missed an obvious joke, which was for Cardi to be like, please, I don't need any Adderall, Victor. Get back to me when you got SSRIs.
Oh, there it is.
Those are harder. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
No, I'm saying there it is.
Oh boy, the train.
That's right.
Wow.
The Black Metal Mountain.
That's a big fucking train.
Well,
Holy cow.
they don't make them for elegance. Certainly not in our steampunk version of Europe. This is one hell of a first train to see, though.
Yeah, damn.
It's got like a speaker in front or
Yeah,
something.
it looks like it has like a subwoofer in it.
Yo, we bumping some jams while we
The
ride.
train, instead of having a whistle, it goes whom.
It's just like a dubstep drop.
Oh, the train's here, guys. There it is. It's coming.
蒸気機関車にはネオスチームエンジンを搭載していないんだよね。昔ながらの手法でそのまま走らせているんだ。
いやいやフラン、こいつは例外だぜ。ネオスチームエンジンを補助に使って馬力を飛躍的に増強して
So even in this world, steam trains are not green or environmentally friendly.
おかげで
Mm.
こんだけたくさんの客車を運べるお化け列車になったって
Oh, it uses the Neo Steam engine. Maybe that's why it looks like the tank of trains.
Right. This is a hybrid train,
It's a trank.
right?
The Airbus of trains.
Also, I like the amount of detail where you can see all the like clumps of wires and stuff going into the front.
さあ、感心してる場合じゃねえぞ。俺たちは観光しに来たわけじゃねえんだ。
That's right. We're not here to check out trains. We're here to check out crimes.
Oh, that's right. Oh boy, Ocean's 11 music starts.
The greatest heist of the century. That's right, Van Helsing and Victor are the sacrifices. Everyone else gets to do the fun part of kidnapping a man.
Wow.
Ah, cool.
Oh, he's the driver. Of course.
Yeah, we got a getaway car and everything. Alright, it's steampunk tech time again.
Oh no. Oh, of course there's a fucking ornithopter in this game. I was thinking like, oh, what what steampunk checkbox have we not ticked yet? And it was this one called ornithopter.
Aether, got it.
God.
Trains, got it.
Stab me in the fucking heart. I was trying to think of like heist music in my mind, since the sound isn't on for me watching the stream.
Right.
And all that is coming into my mind is is everyone's favorite E3 holiday song, "Lockdown."
Maybe not
as popularized
quite
by Giant Bomb.
the song that would work for this. That's like post-heist getaway music.
Yeah. That's like as soon as Saint Germain floors the engine, or
Right.
floors the gas pedal, and I've lost all my words because I just keep looking at the steampunk text on the screen and reading that instead.
Just floors the engine. Just drops it.
Yeah, just smashes it right through the front of the car. It's weird. I don't.
That's
know
how
where they were
cars
going
work
with
in
that.
this alternative universe. Oh man, Saint Germain's pulling double duty. He's gonna help beat up the rest of the guards that aren't dead from the other two.
Oh my god.
God, this is a great plan. I love it.
Wow. I like the sort of like low-key threat of like Saint Germain being the one, like, because we don't know we don't know enough about him.
Right.
So it's like
He could do anything.
He could do anything, yeah. He's the wild card.
Besides us, who is also the wild card.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. This random man on the station floor is voiced.
Uh-oh.
You know what that means?
Uh-oh. Is this Herlock Sholmes?
This might be someone important. Oh, and Lupin didn't notice this man. Who could it be?
Who could it be? Oh, could it be a vampire?
Oh my god.
Too fast for human perception?
Just trying to peddle his drugs on everyone now.
Oh no. Oh my god, Victor, stop being addicted to drugs! Victor!
Look, again,
Oh, my sweet boy!
he's just cracking under pressure.
Victor! Did something happen to Victor?
We'll
Is
have to
he
find
actually
out.
Dr. Jekyll?
Oh my god.
Victor, you've changed since you got addicted to drugs, and you just, where's the sweet boy that I fell in love with?
Alright, we do have a choice here.
取り付けは多少複雑だが、やれるか？
俺が訓練してんだぜ。それくらい楽勝だって。
Can't she just touch it with her hand and break
That
it?
might take a while, though. This seems like it's gonna be fast. Like, I assume it's one of those things where she'd have to push her hand through the whole thing.
I got the impression from how she is that would just, like, it's done. Like, a few seconds.
Oh, okay, well, Lupin's plan for this. Worst comes to worst, use your poison. And this is why this is your job. You have a backup. It's your horrible affliction.
じゃあここからは二手に分かれて行動する。駅を離れるのは俺とインピ3のグループ。列車に乗るのはバンとフランのグループだ。
Alright. Who are we going with?
We're not gonna go with the violence boys. I don't wanna beat anybody up. But I also feel like
Like otherwise we have to
what-
hang out with Impy and Lupin.
Yeah. And also, like, where is Saint Germain gonna go? Is he gonna have to go help the boys finish the job? If we go with team violence, then do we, get to see Saint Germain fuck everyone up?
Dr. Psycho Bala makes a good point in the chat. Victor needs someone to take the drugs from him. We need to make sure he goes clean.
I don't know if we're ready to handle that kind of responsibility.
So what are we doing?
I really don't think it is in character for Cardia to go with the people that are gonna beat up all the guards.
You think
That
she's gonna
seems-
leave the station?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think after taking a gun several times to like the chest and stuff, and she'd be wanting to fight?
I mean, she, I guess, canonically can, but it just doesn't seem like her personality.
Right. Unless she really wanted to hang out with Victor and or Van Helsing.
I don't want to hang out with Victor or Van Helsing. Like, I don't want to hang out with Van Helsing because obviously, but I don't really want to hang out with Victor because he just suddenly got addicted to drugs.
It takes the pain away.
Like, what?
I mean, the thing is, we have to hang out with Impy if we go on this one, and that might be worse.
下調べ通りですね。誰もいませんよ。
How can he keep watch when his eyes are always closed?
He opens them, just not around other people. He has to keep his cool and aloof style going.
こんなことやらせちまってよ。
いいえ。密偵ごっこといった風情で
I can't look affected around these people.
密偵ごっこってか、本当に密偵なんだけどな。
I think if you've lived as long as Saint Germain, everything becomes a game, Lupin.
Yeah, everything is a game. I love it's great. It's good. And yeah, and then Lupin's like, it's not a game, and he's like, that's fun.
It's a game.
まず作戦の第一段階は待機だな。
Because if he's immortal, who knows if even like a bullet could kill him?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know anything about him.
なあ、予定よりも早く着いちまったからな。しばらくはここで待機だ。なに、バンもフランもうまくやってくれるさ。
It's just like the beginning of the game.
Yep, it's exactly like it. Just Count Saint Germain's here, and so are we.
This just seems more appropriate for Cardia. Like, as much as she's like, oh, well, I've done all this combat and stuff training, like, it just doesn't seem like, yeah, put the person that they're trying to capture directly on the train with them.
Yeah, I get that. Even if she has, like, natural defenses.
If she was more confident in herself, then I would be like, yeah, go fight. But she, like, doesn't want to ever upset anyone ever.
Finally, a relatable character for me.
Oh no. It's okay, Torps. Everyone knows that you can change the path. You don't need to remind them.
No, I wasn't even talking about that, but thank you for making me feel good about it. It's the only way I feel in control.
Oh my god.
Because I'm letting a bunch of chuckleheads decide the life of this poor girl. Oh, great. Who are we going to talk to tonight while we wait for the train? I don't know why I'm asking this question. Is it Impy or Saint Germain?
We're going to talk to Saint Germain, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I shouldn't have even given you the choice. I should have just done it.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to have you as part of the conversation, even if I know the answer.
Impy.
He's just like, hey. Impy would be like, hey, baby. Then we just leave.
He'd be like, want to make out? Oops, that's right, you're made of poison.
Look, if I died here, it'd be alright. I'd have made out with a lady.
This fucking guy, I love him. No, I thought you were talking about Saint Germain. Like, he would just be like, yeah, if this was finally how I died, it would be nice. It'd be a relief.
That would be really funny, too. Count Saint Germain's just like...
Because I feel like he's always, like, right on the verge of saying that.
Right, like, I'm ready to die.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, if this was it, that'd be fine. I'm fine.
I've lived long enough. I made some deals in my life that maybe I regret now, and I can't take them back, so... Oh man, this is the conversation I wanted to have with him.
Cardia-san, 神に祈りを捧げたことは?
Oh my god. Cardia, do you have time today to talk about our Lord and Savior?
I'm starting to get really into Saint Germain. Just because this is so, like, different from what you expect from, like, a visual novel character.
No, this is fucking bizarre. This is bizarre. They have, like, a fantasy world with Aether and stuff like that, and, like, also we have Abrahamic religion.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't have changed. That was from before history had created Neo Steam.
Oh yeah, of course, you're right.
Look, we can't get too far from our roots in the world.
This is also dark.
Yeah, it's like spirituality in itself is not like a thing that comes up a lot.
In Otome games?
That and like just kind of like there's definitely like not a lot of Western religion in like Japanese media that's not used for like kind of pop sensibilities. Like this is getting kind of deep.
Yeah. The idea of Cardia also, like, whose dad might be Satan, being like, what's prayer? Is like fucking killing me.
So I only learned about human sacrifice. I pray that I could die.
Right?
生けるすべての者たちにとって優しいものでありますようにと一人でも多く 悲しみに暮れる者たちを救ってほしいと、ただそれだけを祈っています。それが普通です。それに祈っている私自身、世界が全て救われる様など微塵も想像できていないのですから。
Oh, well, after that touching, kind of, like, fascinatingly melancholy scene, Lupin's here in his best Phantom of the Opera cosplay.
Great. Excellent. Here's our boy.
It's my heisting clothes. He has studs. He has studs on something in his clothes.
I got these a hot topic. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to come to the con in my Phantom of the Opera costume or my Gryffindor robes, and so here we are, folks.
Ugh. My mom helped me make this. Also, guys, fucking bow tie.
Lupin's just the word. Lupin, no one is, well, maybe like 3 people who are both here and also like have kept up to date with Hustle Cat in Visual Novel Book Club, although probably a lot of y'all are here. Anyway, we had this confrontation with this goth witch in Reese's Path, who was dressed a lot like the way Lupin is dressed right now.
Cool.
作戦をおさらいするぜ。今頃列車の中は戦争状態だろう。この後バンとフランが警護の黄昏兵たちを後部車両ごと引き離す手はずになってる。2人が敵を引きつけている間に俺とインピ、それにお前の3人はオーニソプターで上空から列車に接近。インピーは逃走経路確保のため空中で待機。残った俺たちは
We get to see a little bit of action. We just don't have to do all the hard parts. We don't have to watch Victor struggle with his uppers before he goes into fight.
God, wait, so you already played Victor's whole route, right?
Yeah, this doesn't really like come up. He doesn't have like a drug addiction or anything.
Oh, okay. That was gonna be my question.
I don't actually remember this part, so I don't know if it actually plays in after this. It's weird. And this isn't the sort of game where, like, if you don't pay enough attention to a guy, he, like, dies or whatever. I know at least a couple games where if you don't follow someone's route, they literally die, so...
That's fucked up.
It's not like that. Also, this ornithopter, wowie.
Wow. This is certainly a thing. I don't know about that.
Is this one of those things that, like, Da Vinci invented?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It looks like, the snake camera that they use for, like, medical procedures.
Right.
Like, where they need a camera inside you, except someone put wings on it.
So it can fly through your intestines.
Like the same way that there's wings on a turtle shell, and it makes it a flying turtle shell in Mario.
Right. This is a flying snake.
Yeah, it's one of those from that time period where everyone was trying to invent a plane, and they all sucked at it.
Okay. I mean, planes seem like they're pretty hard.
Yeah, they... You know, it's...
Oh, well, we all 4 have to fit in this stupid idiot thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, 3. Right, because we have our getaway driver. He's not coming with us.
今から3人乗りに改造とかは
And I hope Saint Germain doesn't get lonely out here.
無茶言うなよ。おっと、そうだった。ほら、仲良く座ろうぜ、ルパン。
Impy and Lupin are gonna share a seat.
まあ、ふざけてる場合じゃねえし。インピ、出発だ。
はいよ、しっかり捕まっときな。めくるめく空の旅、2名様ご案内。
Sid in the chat says, "So long, suckers!" I shout as I spin out on my ornithopter. When steam clears, I'm like dead on the train. When the steam
Take a breath.
When the steam clears, I'm lying dead on the train tracks.
こいつは飛行機械で、これを作った世界一の天才的インディーさんとして飛ばないわけがないでしょ。
I'm sorry. It's in poor taste.
Just breathe, Deepak.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
列車に行く前に俺たちが落ちるだろうが。
仕方ないだろう。何度も言うけど、この機体は一人乗りなの。スピードが出れば安定するから、それまで頑張ってよ。さあ、行くぜ。
Man, imagine being stuck in an ornithopter with these fools.
Yeah. Why did they take Cardia with them?
Well, because Cardia has to melt the...
Oh, she has to melt the thing. Yeah.
Right.
So there's no way around it.
Yeah, she has to melt the steel beam. Anyways, here's a full pic of the ornithopter.
Wow.
このポンコツも
It looks
It's
like a
even more
shitty
impressive.
Pokemon. It's like a Dunsparce. That's why I hate it and love it at the same time.
No,
It's like
Dunsparce
a
is good. You
Dunsparce.
take that away.
だってド安定してんだよ。
Dunsparce is the best Pokemon. Today I saw a Dunsparce when I was opened up Pokemon Go on my phone, and I saw
good.
a Dunsparce, but it like despawned or whatever.
Okay. This is more like a
That's-
Yanma.
I was really sad. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like kind of like that. Why didn't Impy build a plane that could seat two when he's been with his boyfriend Lupin for so long?
Look, sometimes he just needs some alone time to fly around
俺たちも後に
over the London skies, spitting on people.
Such a tense moment.
Yeah.
This vibration is, I think, it would kind of get to me. Well, I guess you're supposed to be playing it on a Vita, right?
Right.
Yeah, on my big computer monitor, it's like this is a lot.
Also, you're supposed to be like focusing on the text.
Yeah, but with it vibrating behind the text is like kind of. Ugh.
I'll try to get through it quick then.
It's just, actually, it reminds me of like the very fast animated gifs from like Homestuck.
Oh yeah,
It's
when they're
like-
vibrating really violently.
Like the ornithopter is going like, I gotta.
See, that's why you come to these streams. We're very cultured.
Yeah.
We've talked about real things. We've talked about Homestuck.
どうやらまだ時が残ってるみてえだな。仕方ねえ。インピー。できるだけ
Ah,
先
yes,
の
of
車両をやっ
course,
ててく
the
れ。
siren song of Van Helsing's 2 shotguns. I feel like if you play this game, like, you know right away if you want to date the guy that has 2 shotguns or not.
Right, like it's a
there's not
it's a
lot of
very specific
ambiguity.
type.
Yeah. You're just
The
like,
type
oh,
with guns.
finally. Yeah, here's my guy.
Is there anyone in Hustle Cat with guns?
Finley, yeah, that's my username.
Oh, just
Oh,
you're
right now
right.
is Finley with a gun. Because if you search for Finley from Hustle Cat, one of the first results is some fan art of Finley with a gun.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
awesome.
fucking good.
I mean, is Finley the gun character?
No, there are no guns in Hustle Cat.
Oh, okay. No one brings a
It's
gun
just-
to the cafe apropos of nothing.
Yeah, Finley is she's the meme one. She's the one that knows about memes and like Twitter and stuff.
Oh, okay. So even more dangerous than a gun wielder.
Yeah, of course. The achievement you get when you finish the Finley route is Meme Weaver.
Anyways, we jump. Lupin can't keep us back.
風が収まったら迎えに行く。二人とも生きて戻れよ。
とにかく列車内に移るぞ。上部を渡り歩くには風が強すぎる。万が一にも落車なんて笑えねえからな。
There's a lot of good jokes in the chat, but I feel like if I read them, I will lose my mind. Obscure reference says, you can always tell when the spring arrives because you go outside, you can hear, and all you can hear is the baby Van Helsing shooting into the air for their mothers. And Beam Splash says, why on earth would anyone stay behind on the ornithopter in this economy?
Alright, it's heist time.
Good.
We're in.
We have a good chat who makes good jokes about what's going on in this game.
Thank God. Thank God someone's here to make jokes.
Yeah, jeez.
It's not us, I'm here to talk about spirituality.
Yeah, we're just here to talk about our anxieties and our dating problems.
一体どこから
Jesus. Sorry.
Ah, cool.
That's coming up on the microphone.
Wait, on my end or your end?
On my end,
Oh, okay.
there's like banging going on upstairs, like somebody's jumping.
Dang kids. They're trying to have a train
Oh
heist.
no. Oh no, Bloodborne's here.
戦闘訓練を受けてるとは
Eileen the Crow.
ここまでとは思わなかったぜ
Or Zero. Zero.
Let's name all the
third-
Plague Doctor
third?
characters. Oh, it's Plague Knight.
That's actually that's what Twilight is. It's just all the characters from all these games we've mentioned that wear
Right.
Plague Doctor masks.
They're just like clones.
計画は狂ったが連結機を外さねえわけにはいかねえこのまま車両内を進んで長のいる車両の手前で屋根に登る足音を立てずに移動できるか
Why isn't there a Shovel Knight dating sim? Says Lord Hippo Man.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Do you think, like, Lupin holding his cane like that, like, draped over himself, is just, like, his default? Like every time he stops fighting someone.
Yeah, I think so, because otherwise his cape gets everywhere. Or,
Oh,
like, he
yeah,
keeps
he's trying to
banging
make
into
sure he can
things
run
with his
around.
cane. So he's just like keeping it like to himself, so he doesn't keep banging it on everything.
Oh my god, someone's here.
ほう私の気配に気づくと
Oh, and it's someone with a voice.
なるほどどうやら話に聞いたよりずっと
Who is it? Who's the stowaway? Oh my god.
おや随分と覚えが良いのだねお嬢さんその通りだよ
Oh boy.
あの
I don't.
我々の関係者じゃねえな。何者だてめえ。
Who is this purple-haired man?
私の名は
That's right. It's everyone's favorite. Everyone's been waiting for this man.
お見知りおきを
He's here!
It's the boy.
It's our boy, Herlock Sholmes! I'm so glad this moment is finally
出会
here.
ったのは偶然か必然か駅で出会った際に
Oh my god. Here they are, the rivals.
嗅ぎ取ってしまったね
They kind of dress the same.
Yeah, they do. Oh my god.
実に驚いたなんとも大胆な誘拐を企んでいるじゃないか
I mean, there's definitely a more military look to Sholmes, but they've got very similar aesthetics.
I think I've already capped out on the number of times I can sincerely say Herlock Sholmes.
盗みの特技を持つ者が自分一人だと考えているならそれはおごりというものだ
Strange, I could have sworn that I was being extremely cautious is a very relatable emotion for me personally.
Also, they have a thing for stripes. They both have a thing for stripes.
Yeah, they both have the stripes. One of them's a Ravenclaw, one of them's a Gryffindor.
Right. And that's why they hate each other.
Right.
They keep referring to like the man calling himself Sholmes as if no one in this universe can deal with the fact that they know who this man is, but like he calls himself Herlock Sholmes. Like it feels like all that is just them when you say, "Oh, Sherlock Holmes," and he goes, "No, it's different."
おい、俺たちの邪魔をするな。時間がねえんだ。お前の相手をしてる暇はねえ。
そうも言っていられないさ。犯罪の発生を目の当たりにしたなら、それを止めるのが探偵の役目だろ。申し訳ないが、私は君を捕まえなければならない。
Oh my god. We're combining all of our favorite Holmes detectives. We've just met the Robert Downey Jr. side. He's gonna box us.
Oh my god.
I can tell he is very tough and cool.
私も手荒な真似はしないと誓う。
ご忠告ありがとうよ。
Lupin, I heard that things have been kind of rough between you and Impy lately. May I suggest we go on a date? Extends left hand forward.
I know a great therapist.
I love Lupin's Joker cane.
Oh no, not Victor's drugs.
なんで動けるんだよ。そんな生優しい薬じゃねえぞ。
Man, we really have met our match.
君が一度ステッキで床を打つ音を聞いた。音の反響の仕方でステッキに何らかの仕掛けがあることに気がついた。最初はナイフでも仕込んであるのかと思ったが、音の雰囲気からしてそれは違う。中に空洞が。
Being such as jokes on you, Sholmes gets ripped on Frankenstein drugs all day.
He sold me some at the station.
紳士的な回答で有名だ。となれば、人を傷つける武器ではあるまい。
I'm glad his deductive abilities are just as sharp as they were in his
We
original
always have to
stories.
use the word deduce just all the fucking time,
Right.
so that you know that it's the real Herlock Sholmes.
私は薬学にも多少明るくて、仕掛けがわか
Oh yeah, I know a lot about pharmaceuticals and medicine.
即席の中和剤を染み込ませたハンカチで顔を覆ってやり過ごしてしまえば。おや、
What do you do? That's you can't take a pill that counteracts the event of you getting anesthetized. Like
Yeah, but this scene ends good.
fucking wrecked.
なるほど。
See, I think this is really good because it also plays into sort of that trope where everyone just explains what they do and people let them do it.
Yeah, it's really good. I like that Lupin likes to explain what he did also, but when someone else does it, he's like, later, nerd.
Right, I don't want to listen to this. Other people bragging that aren't me?
Yeah.
Ah, heck.
Kimi は自分に自信がありすぎるな。だからこそ、こんな低俗な技にかかっても気が
Damn, call Lupin out.
てめえ、いつの間に。
君が先ほど兵士たちと戦っている間にね。この車両に警備の兵しかいないと考えた時点で、君の負けというわけだ。
うわっ、雲かてめえは。
最近の探偵はね、大道芸のような技術もなければ犯人を捕まえられないのだよ。お嬢
Oh,
さん、
of course.
やめておいた方が
Why didn't I see the parallels before between these two obvious magicians, as you can tell by their hats? And
Also-
one of my favorite classic films, The Prestige.
Also, Cardia finally does the thing.
Oh, thank God.
She melts something.
これは予想がつかなかった。君には何か秘密がありそうだね。
Look, it may not have been a man's face, but we got to do something with it.
Thank God. I was thinking, like, please just melt the string.
Look,
You
again,
knew all this stuff, but you didn't know who Cardia was?
we're building a better Cardia by having her meet with all these different boys.
It's true.
どちらにせよ、
Who am I? None of your
背中を見せない
business.
ことをおすすめするよ。
F off.
くそ、なんつう厄介な野郎だ。カルビ、お前は屋根に戻って風に煽られないようにじっとしてろ。そのうちインピーが助けてくれる。
I feel like she should put her glove back on and then Herlock Sholmes is like, we're gonna fight, and then she just takes her gloves back off.
And he's like, oh, never mind that.
Lupin, let me melt them. Let me melt all of them, please. I just want to melt a man.
I haven't killed a single person in this whole game.
Just let me kill someone already.
I just want a reason for the cops to be after me.
Oh, that's right. Cardia did kill a dog in the very beginning of the game.
I don't think that's her fault.
That's not her fault. The guy ordered a dog to attack her, which was fucked up.
Like, Cardia specifically said, no, don't do this, but the dog just... You know dogs, they just never listen.
Why does everyone have to comment about how attractive we are? I hate this.
Look, if you weren't constantly told you're cute, how would you know?
How would I know? Look, I just want an escape from my real life of people constantly telling me how attractive I am.
Look, her sprite takes up a good portion of the screen most of the time, but how would you know that she is designed to be a cute character if they didn't tell you? I think Sholmes was trying to be, like, condescending, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, females.
Of course, he's only interested in battles of wits between men. Between equally matched magicians.
Right. He really loves the prestige. Sholmes has studied every episode of Mind Freak.
Oh my god. He's the true mind freak. B/slash says Herlock Sholmes is the man going his own way. Fucking hell.
I think we beefed it. Yeah, we beefed it.
手を頭の後ろで組みたまえ。抵抗しなければ、うちはしない。
Whoa. Man, we're just meeting all the characters now.
We just didn't have enough concrete villains.
I don't know what sound it makes when the soldiers appear, but I just imagine like a subtle beeping, just like beep 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 beep.
It's just a really loud cawing noise. It's a crow sound.
Yeah, each one appears with like a caw. They're like Team Rocket, you know. They have like this is the shorthand for it, but you know they all appear and they like form like a pose together.
Right.
And
They're doing like the Ginyu Force sort of thing.
Yeah, the Twilight Soldiers, and they like go caw, and there's like a screeching eagle sound effect noise.
Right. They all have bird familiars.
All their code names are different birds.
Right. You start out like Sparrow or Hummingbird, and eventually you work your way up to like Turkey.
Yeah, if you get 3 strikes in a row.
if you arrest 3 people without losing anyone in between.
一介の少女がこのような事態に巻き込まれたならば、泣くかわめくか、多少騒がしいことを覚悟していたのだ。君は思いのほか肝が据わっているようだ。それとも
Do you think our spit is acidic? I think we should spit in this man's face.
Yeah, I bet it definitely is. Does he not know who she is? That seems unlikely.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. He seems like he's a very important cop. Yeah, he knows.
Him, you know, the devil.
この老いぼれから話す楽しみを取り上げると相変わらずひどい仕打ちだ。
Ah, I forgot. Oh my god.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, meet the leader of Twilight, guys.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was a girl. Well, now I'm less into it. Oh man, is he also a gem monster?
It sounds like he's been alive.
Oh no.
So, maybe not a gem monster. He might be a real boy.
Dr. Psychobabble in the chat says, "Brother!" I'm really glad we called that. I also like they felt the need to explain, like, not
What?
Why are you calling me sister, but what is a sister?
Right.
Isaac Beckford 父様の意志を継ぐ子供、それが僕と、そしてあなたなんだ。
Also, just like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of... Look, we gotta introduce something. And what a surprise.
Wouldn't Lupin have known this?
What, that this is the man that they're trying to capture?
That Finis Beckford is
A
Isaac
person?
Beckford's son, and therefore Cardia's brother.
I mean, I don't know if anyone knows the hierarchy of the secret police. Because it was never, oh, we have to capture this Finis Beckford, and he's gonna look like this. It's just, I know what train car he's gonna be on.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's possible that information is higher than his disguise would allow. Also, no matter who you are, even if you are Finis Beckford, no one is going to believe you and say Finis Beckford is the leader of the secret police. No one's believing this 12-year-old is going to be
the boy detective.
Right. No one's going to believe, oh, this guy, I bet he runs a group of plague doctor cops.
Yuri Plazetsky and Goro Akechi put together Finis Beckford, here for you now tonight, folks, with the Princess Leia buns and the top hat. That is definitely all one piece, connected by a headband.
He's got two. He's got two
that
buns.
hair isn't even trying to look real on those buns.
Again, he's got two. Let's be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one on either side to help balance out his hat.
Yeah, to hold it down, because like nothing is holding that hat on otherwise.
Right, it's so very tiny.
Their weights, yeah.
And now you get a better look at what he looks like.
Man, if they had, but like, I feel like if they could have just communicated to Cardia that it was in fact her brother who was looking for her, then she would turn herself in.
Yeah, you'd think at this point, it's like, oh, well, I have a family member. Also, thank God, I feel like it's been too long since we've seen a new outfit, and this one just has a giant gear
Yeah.
on the belt.
I can't tell what his hands are doing. Like, the cape makes it look like he should have one hand on his hip, but there's just a belt there and no hand. So
He's
I'm
got very
confused.
big sleeves, so
Oh, yeah, sleeves.
it might be hard to tell. Oh my God. Okay, if you look at Finis's art, there is like a little band between the buns that's probably
noticed.
holding down the top hat.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh no, it's the human weapon, Abraham
Oh,
Van
no.
Helsing.
Oh no.
I'm glad they actually referred to him by that title.
It's good.
Look, it's lore friendly.
全員動くな動けばその男フィーニスを撃つ
There's no way Finis shoot this man. I mean, he's gotta be like 12. Look at him.
I will shoot this child.
I will shoot this child that you, for some reason, you allowed to lead your entire operation.
This sassy lost child.
Who's this sassy lost child?
君は相変わらず凄むばかりか。無駄口を叩く暇があるなら、さっさとその引き金を引いたらどうだい？
黙れ。
よく狙うといいよ。頭でも、心臓でも、君の好きな場所を吹き飛ばしてごらんよ。
黙れと言っている。次に何かふざけたことを言ってみろ。その時は容赦なく貴様を殺す。
僕を殺す？
No tinnitus in this game, despite the large amount of guns.
君は僕を殺せないよ。ぜ
試してみるか。
Oh, is Finis the immortal?
Oh, maybe.
Is Finis a clone of Isaac Beckford?
Also, I think
Or
Finis
like
is
a
like
reincarnation?
resting the back of his hand on the one side, which is why the arms
Yeah.
crossed. The other one's just lying down. He's really got to accentuate the pose.
どうか銃を下ろしてくれない。
I wonder if Finis is Isaac Beckford reincarnated with all his memories. That's why he's an asshole, even though he's like 12.
アレスタ
I hope that's what it is. He's also got 2 obvious gems on his forehead.
Right. And he's got heterochromia. I
But,
don't know
like,
what that has to do with anything.
heterochromia. Like, they're both green, but they're just weird green.
Green and weirder green.
Green and a little bit different green.
Oh, it's green and blue green. It's very different.
That's heterochromia for my OC.
今ここで貴様を
They're actually both rare gems. One of them's an emerald.
Oh no.
私にとってはフィーニスをこの手で殺せるのならそれが最優先だ。
君は迷っている。
Is Finis in fact an immortal at 12? Like,
チャンスをこうやって無駄な話ですりつぶしている。引き金を引かないのは君が迷っているからだ。自分が殺されるのが怖いのか、彼女が殺されるのが怖いのか。いや、それとも僕が死なないことを恐れているのかな。
Oh ho ho. Yeah, I could see why Van Helsing wouldn't want to tell us who this was, because Finis has at least has the physical appearance of a literal child.
Right,
So
if-
like, I need to murder this immortal child. It's not a good look.
in the same way that no one was like, hey, everyone, you're gonna try to kill this, woman. Everyone's like, oh, now Abraham's like, oh, I'm going to murder this child.
Yeah.
Everyone's just keeping secrets from each other. Colors!
Wow. Remember the pattern, kids. And repeat it back to me.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Lupin, have we? He's been gone for a while.
What other colors can we make the screen flash?
Look, we may be in a steampunk universe, but they still only have 4 colors of fireworks.
Cardia! Hashe! そこからこっちに飛び移れ!
Oh damn, someone's having a temper tantrum.
I won't let you escape.
Someone hasn't had their nap today.
Oh, poor baby.
Get him a warm glass of milk. Drop him off in his office.
That's why he needs Vice President Grandpa around him all the time, just for naps.
Oh, I need some fruit snacks. I'm crashing hard.
He was just sitting in the train the whole time playing his Vita and yelling at Grandpa to give him more snacks.
I can't beat this boss. He's playing his Steam box.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. The Steam console.
よく飛んだ。偉いぞ。
There's a Code Realize anime?
It's coming out next season.
Holy shit. I'm extremely hype.
And here we are.
Oh my god, here's my fan art.
Escaping the cops.
He looks so much older in this one fan art. They both look older.
Thank
They've
God.
both aged from that interaction.
To be fair, they both were close to dying multiple times.
Tuxedo Common.
Certainly Cardia wasn't ready for this.
No shit. Why does she have a brother and why is he evil? Whoa,
And
more
the leader
characters
of the
in this
cops.
game. Yeah, why?
Oh,
why
there
did
is
they let
another-
a child be their boss?
Oh, there is another gear on her hat. But it's, again, decorative. It's only kind of part of a gear. Well, our plan failed, but we learned a lot.
We sure did.
Well, we were told a lot. I don't know if we learned anything.
Shit's fucked up is what we learned.
Yeah. Man.
We tried
You
to steal
think-
this boy and then we were like, you, gross, we don't want this boy actually. Never mind. Figure out the puzzle on my own.
You think Neo Steam London is a utopia. It's actually a dystopia. Because Finis is here.
二人ともそろそろこいつの燃料がやばい。飛ばして戻るから結構揺れるけど我慢してくれよな。
News, we got to do all the cool things you get to do in a train heist, like jump from the train.
Yeah.
And onto a helicopter.
ああ、こっちは気にすんな。合流地点まで頼むぜ、インピー。
Hope everybody else is okay. Waka waka.
先に回収してるよ。
Oh, they already picked up Victor, so thank goodness.
そういうことだ。用は済んだ。さっさとここから。胸？まさかホロロギウムに何か起きたか？
Uh-oh.
My scar hurts whenever I get near Lord Voldemort.
Lord Voldemort, the 12-year-old child. And that is chapter 4.
Wow.
But just
that was cool.
Before we leave chapter 5, look at the title.
Alright, I'm waiting. Next time.
That's
it's time
right.
to play Castlevania.
Next time, Vampire Requiem.
Fucking hell. Oh, they're playing my song. I don't know how fucking hell became my catchphrase for this stream only and not other times. I guess that's just how owned I am.
And so, that'll end our stream for tonight.
Oh, that was good. Those were good chapters.
A lot happened.
Yeah.
I think you talked before you wanted to see, you know, things develop. And boy howdy, did a lot of things happen.
Yeah, they spent, I feel like we could have spent a lot more time talking to Twilight and a lot less time talking to Herlock Sholmes, explaining the plan, talking about trains, like so many things. Like everything else, it gets to a point in the dialogue where I'm like, okay, this is kind of dragging. Like, come on, get on with it already. Like, where I feel like I'm being talked down to a little bit, and I'd like that. I mean, it's not like that doesn't happen to me in a lot of media because like I'm coming at it from like a more than teenager level educated perspective. So I expect it, definitely in a game that's supposed to be more all ages, but that was really good. There was a lot of stuff going on.
We got some good insight into the boys, which is a thing I think that until then hadn't happened.
Yeah,
like it's one of those issues where like
I'm really fascinated by what is our immortal brother's relationship to the way in which Count Saint Germain is immortal. Or the way that vampires are immortal. Like what is that? What's all that? So yeah, that's got to be addressed.
And like again, I think it's good that we finally got some like alone time with different boys to sort of see into what they're doing, because like we kind of get general ideas from these group scenes and like their camaraderie, but like we got to really look into the spirituality of Count Saint Germain.
We got to learn that we never want to hang out with Van Helsing again, ever.
Right, we learned that Van Helsing is willing and ready to shoot anyone. And we learned that Victor has a lot of issues. Not a drug addiction, but sometimes he just needs something to help him calm down.
He's just Otacon.
He is even more Otacon than he was before.
I can't believe your type has been Otacon this whole time and you haven't played any Metal Gears. Like, you really need to do that. Like,
well, maybe if Metal Gear let me date someone.
How do I make you do that through the mechanism of LP?
Look, I can't kiss Otacon.
I mean, yeah, just play the game.
Otacon's like, oh, Sniper Wolf. Like, what about me? What about my feelings, Otacon?
I'm sure that we can find a fan game.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, well, hold on.
Quick, is there a Metal Gear dating game?
It's gotta be like 1 billion, right?
And it seems like after this episode, you're a little bit higher with Count Saint Germain, just as like a romantic option and as a character.
Yeah, I like how he doesn't give a fuck and thinks that everything is just amusing because he's plagued by the oh god, the ennui of immortality. Like, I don't know. I mean, I really like that type of story, obviously, as an Anne Rice fan and someone who wishes that was a theme that was explored more in those books.
Sort of bored by what he's done in life and just excited to have other people do things around him.
Yeah, and sort of the like real. I feel like that was always the most like reasonable portrayal of how the human psyche would handle immortality. And they also talk about this in Hate Plus, references a bunch of stuff about AI and immortality. But the whole concept of like the human psyche wasn't built for immortality, and that after a while it starts to degrade. And like there's an inevitable degradation, and that like there's no framework for how to handle it. So, yeah, I think that is a cool type of character. So I'm interested to, and it seems like there's actually themes of life and death and that kind of thing in this, which I would be interested to see what they're doing with that.
Yeah. Again,
Saint Germain is not Lestat. Absolutely not. He's like, which one is he like? He might be like Armand. I think he might be like Armand. The most like Armand or Marius, or David Talbot. Maybe David Talbot. I don't know. One of those.
And it's just one of those things where like, again, I do very straightforward run-throughs of games like this. Like, I don't stray forward, so like seeing a lot more about these characters, especially Saint Germain, who reveals very little about himself in general, was like really interesting.
What's his deal?
And like seeing that Van Helsing wants to shoot me with a real gun.
Oh my god, I can't believe that Van Helsing shot us with a real gun.
Right?
That's just no, get out of here, Van Helsing. I thought Impy was the worst boy, but Van Helsing is right there in competition because Impy's a piece of shit, but he would never shoot us with a real gun.
But yeah, so I think it's cool to see more of these characters in different contexts and like kind of explore that. And also we've gotten to the point where like some of the bigger mystery aspects have like developed, because now we've actually like met with Twilight and we learned about Finnis and all that.
Yeah, this is really this is really slow, but I like that there's enough stuff to actually fill up all these chapters. That was one thing that made me worried when I saw how many chapters there were. I was like, oh my god, like is this just going to be dragged out? And
Right.
but it's not. It's more like an anime where each chapter is an episode.
Yeah, it's drip feeding you information, so that you constantly stay engaged because something new is happening. Because like it was like, oh well, we do. It's like, oh, we do the classes, and that's fun. And then, oh, we have to do a train heist.
Yeah, that was real good.
We do the train heist, and like,
train heist.
you can either be part of like the attacking party, or you can be on like the the observation group. Like, you can do all these different things and kind of get different perspectives from it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's cool. I think I've enjoyed this session, these 2 chapters, the most so far. So that's cool. But if you want to play Collar X Malice next time because you can't stand it, then we can do that also.
No, I'm happy to keep going through this, especially if you keep.
You need a personal playthrough of Collar X Malice first.
Yeah, please.
I understand a private playthrough.
Right,
Not
I
with
have
folks.
Right, I have to get at least a private playthrough of the other 2 games I have sitting here on my desk. Period Cube and Collar X Malice. But yeah, I mean, like, especially if you continue on this sort of high of Count Saint Germain, like, that gives a new perspective to the game, because
Count Saint Germain, who is high all the time.
Right, because I've only seen one character through this, so
Yeah, I like him. I think definitely he because of Victor's descent into substance abuse, Saint Germain and how he's right with the Lord is of course more appealing.
Right.
He needs he maybe he needs to talk a little bit with Victor and be like, look, Victor, God doesn't want you to take these happy potions that you've made,
Right.
God wants you to be high on life, like me. Not take a hit of my vape.
I've put up a picture of the leading boy right now.
Yes, he's at the top of the charts. I'm glad there's been competition and it wasn't just like, oh, all Victor all the way, best boy right off the bat, best boy forever.
Yeah, you found someone else that we can really like maybe get into.
Look at all those watches. Why does he have those? I forgot about that. I forgot about his arm that's covered in weird watches. What's up with the fuck? I forgot about that. I don't know. It's weird. Let's find that out too. Also, you can see in this like how long Cardia's body is.
Right.
I might pause it to say too long. Her feet are so far down below.
I mean, that might be an issue with the Windows reflection.
I don't know. When you link the full body character art of everybody was too long.
Everyone does have very long legs and long torsos.
But they don't just they have long torsos and long legs. Because at first I was like, oh well, just anime long legs. But long torsos and long legs is like messing with me. I can't long torsos is too weird. I was like, please fix your anatomy.
I had a friend who did art classes in college, and one of the most common critiques that came back on her drawings where there are those manga legs again. And that's just you saying anime legs has reminded me of this.
Yeah, but that stylistically I feel like long legs is a very common stylistic exaggeration.
Mm-hmm.
But something about the torso, no matter how long the legs are, the torso being too long just weirds me out. And whenever they back out and I really notice it, I'm like, ooh, something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because their arms don't match. It's not like they're all the way elongated in all proportions. So their elbows should normally hit I don't know, not quite at their hips, but just above their hips, and they hit like way above their hips, and it's weird. Also, I see you're looking at all the pictures of our sweet boy.
Right. Before he realized how much trouble he got himself into.
And he had to turn to a life of crime, life of drug crime.
Right. But yeah, thanks for joining me once again. I'm glad we really got into the meat of the story and the meat of these boys. Because it just gets more from here. Remember, next time, Vampire Requiem.
Also, an ornithopter just whizzed by my actual apartment, apparently.
Whoa.
So I hope that came up on my microphone.
Really getting into the foley of this game.
I am. Alright. Good night, folks.
Alright, good
That
night.
was fun.
See you guys.
Also, thanks to our chat.
Yeah,
Thanks
our
to
chat's
chat for
funny.
being super cool and funny. Y'all
Thanks
are
for
really
being funny while we like talk about serious shit. We're just
It's
like
really good.
ineffectual stuff.
That's why I always like want to read the things that the people say and like say their username in it for forever, because like there's a lot of good jokes in the chat.
Right.
It's good. I'm glad, and they're not mean. They're good jokes.
I'm glad everyone's been seeming to have a good time with all this.
Yeah. All right.
See you guys next time.